Coming up on this, our 24th episode of NSFW, it is High Courtroom Drama. We're joined by Jolly Roger Chang from Techzilla and HD Nation fame, also East Meets West, right here on the Twit Network. And we make an offer never again to be repeated. Coming up right now on NSFW.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
This is NSFW, episode 24 for May 18th, 2010. Lulz in order. Troll Court. This episode of NSFW brought to you by Audible.com. To download a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/NSFW.
Don't rip off.
Hey. Are you guys fighting amongst yourselves? Parentheses, laugh. Jackass! He's mocking me!
These guys are just so easy to manipulate. Yeah.
I won't be satisfied until I give him a piece of my mind. Do you even know what the word netiquette means? Don't you feel empty inside knowing that you're only important on some pathetic message board? Bastard! How dare you talk to me like that? Yes, I may be important on my own homepage, but I'll have you know that I'm also very important.
Oh, man. Ain't nothing more fun than taunting an idiot. Well, I guess I should go in for the final blow.
You're a real shut-in, aren't you?
I think this guy's right about me. It's like he's in my room watching my every move.
And with that, I say it is go time. Oh my God, back in studio for the first time, for the last time, for the only time that matters. It is NSFW, the new show full of win, the new sauce for the Webernets. And you see, Justin Robert Young, that's how easy it is for me to say all my syllables properly when I'm not all frazzled and rattled and off in some random hotel in the middle of New York. How are you doing, Mr. Justin Robert Young?
You did it, Bri!
See what I did there? I set up the show. And just like that, we're off to a rockin' start. First time back in studio. Oh my God. It has been 6 weeks since we were back in the mothership Base Star right here in the middle of Cylon home turf. But we are joined by someone who I'm sure is half Cylon, none other than Jolly Roger Chang. How are you doing, Roger Chang, sir?
I am doing great.
Oh my God. And I'm so honored the fact that I'm able to call, and I'm pretty sure I tried to describe our bizarre shenanigan, but probably did a terrible job of actually doing it. And it was clear that without having any idea what he would actually be doing on the show, Roger was just like, yeah, I'll be done by 8, right? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, all right, I'll do it. Just like that. And for that, I thank you, sir. By the way, speaking of which, before we get to our main event, Justin, we got some house cleaning that we got to do. Some announcements. First of all, we got to talk about your bizarre X-Files look, this new noir Reservoir Dogs on a conspiracy theory bender. No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, if you're watching the video version, then you're seeing me in a suit with a backdrop that we have made in the iTricks / Weird Things HQ here in sunny South Florida. And it is because we are launching our brand new YouTube series, Weird Things TV. We have a teaser that is going up right after this show, and the series itself starts tomorrow. I filmed the first episode, which is why I am dressed in the monkey suit. So please do yourself a favor. YouTube.com/WeirdThingsTV. Subscribe right now. Subscribe. You will not regret it. Brian, you've seen the teaser clip.
I did. I saw the teaser clip, and I thought it was very good. And it was nice and short, and it blew my mind. It made me feel a little bit weird, but the chat room only wants one thing, and that's for you to do your best Mr. Agent Smith impression and say, hello, Mr. Anderson. Go on. Go on.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe later in the show.
Intimidate
maybe
us.
Maybe once we play the teaser.
Intimidate us.
Then I'll give in.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, maybe. Another housekeeping thing. The guy behind the bbliveshow.info, the BBpedia, now also at bbpedia.net. It's a Wikipedia about everything that happened on BB Live Show and everything that's happening now on NSFW. If you want to get the latest on our summer movie draft, all that stuff, stuff is up there. He has added a forum page. We're calling it the Clubhouse, and that is at bbpedia.net/forums. Everybody jump in, and then we finally have a Clubhouse where you guys can all complain loudly about how each episode used to be awesome, but now it sucks. And finally, we can have that.
Sucks. Jury sucks. Brian sucks. The only best part of the show is Chang.
And of course, and if you want to see,
that sounds really nice.
That sounds exactly like what they would say too. By the way, there is one other change that we made to the summer movie draft. We added like 30 players from the chat room to the NSFW draft. Everyone who sent in an email to join our fantasy summer movie league is now up at bit.ly/NSFW show, or I'm sorry, NSFW draft. So you can actually see those. Do you know who's number one? Do you know who's winning right now? Give you a hint. It's not you.
Well, I mean, in the entire, including the listeners, no. I don't know who's winning. Who's winning?
Pete Fick has over $420 million.
Pedro Fictitious.
Fictitious, because he nabbed
impressive.
Because he nabbed Clash of the Titans, which was a bargain at $11. It's made $160 million, so he did well there. All right.
Yeah, but meanwhile, wait a minute, Brian, don't skip. Don't skip.
I think we covered what really
we have
matters.
a new #1 pole-sitting champion in the NSFW draft amongst those who originally played, and that is the song that is going to be played at the end of the summer. When I win, as I am currently slated to do, Iron Man 2 is romping. You're pathetic, sniveling little Robin Hood came, oh, look, I wonder if we change all the characters' names and don't follow along with the mythology of Robin Hood, if we could make money. Okay. Sorry, Ridley Scott, if you ain't making aliens and showing Sigourney Weaver in panties on a spaceship, you're 2 thumbs down, Charlie
Hey, dude,
Brown.
hold on. Look, my heavy hitters are coming up just around the corner, and Inception looks like it's going to make a mint as well. So you just wait, sir. You, mister.
Whatever.
We'll see who.
#1 with a bullet. Check it out at bit.ly/NSFW movie draft. Right?
NSFW draft is what it is. NSFW draft. Okay, look, can we finally start this thing for real? Can we actually get to the reason that we got the esteemed Roger Chang to sit in? Because he's not just some guy who's here.
No, I'm not.
No.
No. Let's go ahead and play the theme song.
Well, let me explain what we're gonna do here. We're gonna take something that we love. We love trolling, and we love deciding things. Specifically, who is court? Who is a troll? So we put together a little thing we like to call Troll Court. Here we go.
Troll toll to get in.
All right, dude. It is go time for Troll Court, where we are going to decide once and for all whether or not you, sir, are a troll. Now, here's the thing. It's not like we're just going to pick willy-nilly. There's a process here. It is written in the Articles of Confederation of Troll Court that there will be a process. And what is that process, sir, Mr. Justice Roger Chang?
Well, as always, folks, for these games, you got to follow me and Brian on the Twitter. That is Justin R. Young for me, at Schwood for Brian. And we ask people to send in their own cases that would be tried by me and Brian. Now, I guess are we switching off on who's
I think that's the only thing fair. Look, I think it's pretty clear one of us is the more persuasive person than the other. So, you know, in fairness, we got to flip-flop, right? One of us will be the defense, and the other will be the plaintiff? No, the district attorney, right?
Yeah,
the district
DA.
attorney. The DA is going to try to convict you of being a troll because he's a dirty, dirty, bad man. But the defense attorney is somebody everybody loves, and that's why the defense attorney, whichever of us is playing defense, has to say it as what?
Oh, a Southern lawyer. Hello.
That way you'll always know. And I guess the DA, we don't care what you do. You can be anything you want for the DA. But most importantly, the decider, the person who's going to declare whether or not you're a troll, he will take everything under consideration, both positive and negative, and eventually give his ruling will, of course, be the Honorable Judge Jolly Roger Chang. Does that work for you, Roger?
That's fine. I can be the gavel holder.
Your word is law, and there will be no dispute. You hear that, Justin?
Here we go. I feel like we should all stand up as the judge enters the chambers.
Yeah, I think so.
All rise, Judge Jolly Roger Chang.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, presiding, Jolly Roger Chang, everyone please rise.
Do I need to stand up for myself?
No,
yes, you do.
You have to say, Brian, you don't clap for him. He's not a tribute
You clap for the judge. That's what you do. You show him respect on this show.
Now he's
you know what they should do is do the Arsenio Hall whoop whoop.
Let me get a what? Okay, are we ready here? Can we get started?
Roger's he's got a little plate on the front of his bench. It says Chang's Court's a funky court. So you got to do the dog pound kind of thing as he walks in.
All right, can we start with the first one? What's going to be our first bailiff, who's the only person dressed in a suit here? Can you please tell us what his first case?
Dressed in a suit?
What?
They're dressed in a uniform and a suit's a uniform.
Yeah, dude. Let's look. You got and don't question the judge. The judge says you're in a suit, so you got to be.
You're not the judge.
You've got to be but the judge said, and I'm agreeing. You've got to be the bailiff. Now, bailiff, go.
All right. Here we go. We are going to start with the, let's say, the Vogel case. Brian, do you want to roll with that? Or
Yes.
do you want to roll with one before that?
This is the case of Vogel v. Ghost, right?
Yes. Yes.
And which case? This whatever it is, we're flip flopping from now on. So you want to be prosecution or defense?
I am going to be defense on this one. I'll start on defense. And you want me to read the email?
Yes. I tell you what. Yeah, you go ahead and read the email, and I'll show it to the folks at home. Your Honor, first of all, Your Honor, as district attorney, I'd like to bring to you the case of Vogel v. Ghost. And I believe my first piece of evidence will be the following affidavit written by Ghost himself. Justin.
A guy operating under the name Ghost is a live politics podcast that he is best described as a blend of rage-fueled conservative talking points and incredibly racist comedy bits. He also makes the mistake of taking calls live, which rarely ends well. I noticed his constant mocking on nasal, ambiguously Jewish voices and deep-seated hatred for Howard Stern, and used the knowledge to craft a persistent troll bomb intended to inspire as much anger as possible from a single sentence. He took my call and I delivered. What ensued was a 7-minute on-air meltdown, replete with screaming, panting, and even the sound of him breaking various objects in studio out of pure rage, ending with him having to pause the show to take a breather. The full clip in all of its glory is attached to the email. It's obviously a bit long, so skip ahead if you must. Just know that his rage continues to build throughout the tirade, keeping it interesting throughout. And that is the opening statement.
Opening statements from the defense.
No, that's the statement of evidence. That is the issue of disclosure. So now all the evidence is right there.
Right. No, but I'm asking you to give your opening statement for the defense.
Oh, for the defense, I will play the tape for which we were given.
I'm sorry. This is what the defense wants to do. The defense wants to play the tape. This is you're aware.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you can do me a favor and please play Exhibit B, the ghost tape.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. Let's see if we have any decent callers here. 845, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm Ghost. I can break stuff on the air because I'm jealous of Howard Stern.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get him off! You see, folks, this is what I'm saying here, folks. If it's not feminists, all right, sitting here complaining that I'm calling them out for the bull-nosed bull dykes that they are, if it's not liberals, trying to agitate me because I'm yanking them right out of the Trotsky communist closet, and if it's not, teabaggers and, all these other people, calling me up because I'm not falling hook, line, and sinker with their propaganda and their team, I've got these goddamn damn Howard Stern asshole!
Your Honor, with your permission, I think we've heard quite enough here. As the district attorney on this course, I think it's very clear that somebody called by his own admission with the intention of getting a rise out of somebody and get him angry, giving him a bad day. I think the case is perfectly clear, sir. This man is a troll, and I defy you, Mr. Defense, to explain how he's not a troll. Go.
Well, now, Brian, does it surprise me that you would think that my client, Mr. Vogel, is a troll? No. No, sir, it does not. Because we live in a world where some people are prone, by the grace of God himself, to be trolled. And you cannot compel a man to not troll when the trolling target is so juicy. Brian, and I asked the jury himself, as well as the Honorable Judge Chang, do you walk up every morning to your front door and scream at the sun that it has risen? No, no, you do not. This man, if he was not trolled by my client, would have been trolled by somebody else. This is just the way of the world, and I therefore declare that he should be found not guilty, sir.
Okay. All right, Judge Honorable Chang, the defense essentially says this guy so clearly had it coming that you should let this troll off the hook. Is he a troll? Yes or no, Mr. Roger Chang?
You know, he didn't really. What did he really say? I mean, all he said was he hated Howard Stern, or not hated Howard Stern. He was it that he liked Howard Stern? I'm trying to remember.
What? No. Okay, first of all, the defendant is John Vogel, who is the man who called the radio show attempting to incite a disaster, which he very successfully did, hearing the response from the talk radio show host.
I would say if not in exact form, in actual function, yes, he is a troll.
So you say, let me get this straight. He is guilty. Guilty or no guilty?
Guilty.
You're found guilty of trolling.
Here's your toll, troll.
So there it is. We've got our first guilty verdict from the Honorable Judge Chang, which, by the way, what does that say?
Swoggle!
What does that say about our ability to defend, to represent our clients when he didn't even know, like, who the guy on trial was? Or...
Well, maybe, sir, we need to get better at explaining the bits, sir.
All right,
you might want to point out who exactly the plaintiff and the defendant or the defendant is.
All right, bailiff, what is the next one on the docket? By the way, I do want to say that my favorite part was the fact that the heading for that particular email was I trolled a call-in podcast to great results. No, it wasn't BB Live show. So thank you for that. All right, Justin, who's next? What do you say?
All right. I've been trying to find the name of the one. Brian, it was the UK one, if you remember who that was.
The UK, meaning...
Remember the political one?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Here, I'll be happy to read this. Okay, so this one here comes to us from, I don't know if they want it. It says anonymous. So I'm going to guess that they don't want their name given. But, Your Honor, allow me to give you the following. This one begins, where to begin? I pose as a religion nut on places where atheists hang out. I post grossly bigoted opinions on debate forums and then argue that black is white until I'm banned. I participate in 4chan raids on Facebook memorial pages for people who died. Suicides are most fun. I've emptied guild banks on WoW and got the people I stole from banned for insulting me when I did it. I covered my own town in flyers saying, tired of three-party politics? Go to lemonparty.org during the election. I'm British. I could go on, but I've rambled enough already. Trolling is an art. Well, Your Honor, I believe that there are some people who are so clearly misguided, so upside down, left is right, black is white, night is day, that they've lost their grip with reality. And to these people, they believe this is an acceptable form of communication. I maintain my client is insane, sir. District, your witness, sir?
Judge Chang, jury out there, not me. I submit to you Exhibit A. Brian, can you please show...
Your Honor, I object. There is some evidence that is too inflammatory, and I'm afraid we cannot share it with the jury. It will corrupt the very nature of this process.
No, this needs to be seen. Judge Chang, can you please overrule this objection?
Overruled. Let's see the evidence. So, because so
please,
far,
sir, show Exhibit A.
Your Honor, this appears to be a poster put up by this alleged troll that has a lemon.
All right, here we go. It says it's a lemon. Politics left you bitter? ? And then a stylized strip that says lemonparty.org.
Oh, well, Your Honor, what is so wrong?
Objection! Speaking out of turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Do I have to explain what lemonparty.org is? That there are good-hearted voters during one of Britain's most impassioned elections in their history that are going to a site where 3 elder gentlemen are making themselves feel better at
Mr.
their
District Attorney,
stage?
I believe
This man is a troll for that alone, let alone the other horrific acts that he has perpetrated. Throw the book at him, Judge Chang.
Judge Chang, perhaps you ought to visit lemonparty.org yourself.
I just did.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Had the judge never been to lemonparty.org?
The judge really doesn't go seeking things like lemonparty.org.
Do not anybody at home go to lemonparty.org. I can't believe you missed that, Justin. That was such the perfect opportunity to say that was the only way to settle this. But Your Honor, now that you have seen the evidence, what is your ruling, sire?
Sire?
Sire? Yes.
Honor?
Yes.
Your Highness?
Your Highness?
Well, first of all, it's kind of complicated. He does confess to being a troll, and he's given several examples, none of which I've seen except for the lemonparty.org. He is kind of stupid since he uses the word bitter for lemon, since it should be a lime. You would be more sour with lemon. And seeing that picture, I'd be pretty sour too. But I would have to say that it's hard to say because it feels more like a kind of a culture jam thing than an actual troll for an actual elicited reaction. Because if they were to do something that literally pressed everyone's buttons, yes, they would be a troll. But in this case, he was trying to be a smartass, and he wasn't so good at it.
But
Your Honor is speaking. Silence. The judge is speaking, sir.
One final piece of evidence that he admits.
Do not question the judge. Do not question the judge. The judge is speaking. The judge is speaking. I said the judge is speaking,
he admits to being a troll. This is a guilty plea. It's open
you, sir, will not submit to correct our judge. He is the final arbiter.
Additional evidence. I'm just submitting additional evidence.
What is it? A complaint?
No, I said it.
Okay, well, I shouted over it, so nobody heard it. Okay, go on, Roger. You were saying?
So, yeah, I would have to say that he isn't a troll in the classic internet sense, but he is kind of a deviant. Because he admits to doing 4chan, which, no offense, is a nest of deviants, and he did point people to lemonparty.org, which is so grossly.
The final ruling, Your Highness.
I would say, as a troll, no. As kind of a fetishized pervert, yes.
You can't handle the truth
because you're not a troll.
That's it. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0.
I have never gotten my butt handed to me at an NSFW game like this.
I know. I'm sir. Well, perhaps that $20 I gave His Highness was a good idea. Next up on the docket, bailiff jury.
I love how you keep escalating the platitudes for the judge.
Lord Imperator Chang has been very good
Supreme
to us.
Overlord Chang, please.
Okay, all right. Next up, what do you want to do next? What's next on the docket, sir?
Here, you pick the next one.
I guess I will pick at random. I'm going to go with a good friend of the show, Car Hacks. Car Hacks. I'm not going to give his real name because I don't know if he wants it given or not. But then, here we go. Whenever a religious person, this is how I'm pretty sure Swedish people talk this way. Whenever a religious person brings up something involving God, Ganesha, or whatever, I pretend to be very interested. Then I continued to say that deity told me himself he does not exist. This usually gives them a puzzled look. The argument usually goes downhill from there because it's very easy to argue when neither person can prove anything. And when they try to disprove, they're actually disproving themselves. Am I a troll? Car Hacks. Mr. Defendant? Mr. Defense?
I submit to the judge and all watching that everybody's personal belief to a deity is sacred. And for somebody to take that under advisement and with that pure seed of knowledge decide to bend his plowshare back into a sword and slice into the tender underbelly of what we would consider even a humanity makes this man not only a troll, but a bit of an asshole.
You realize you're supposed to be defending him right now.
All that said, without a spirited debate in our society, then who are we but simple cavemen dwelling in our little hovels, not wanting to peer into the light, afraid that we will see something that disagrees with this. Not only is this man a necessary change element of society for which we rely upon, but someone for whom if we discouraged him, we would be not the great nation which we are today. The defense rests.
Okay, Your Honor, the defendant's testimony notwithstanding, there is a time and a place for proper discourse between individuals on philosophy and religion and those things. And in those places of discourse, we have achieved great things, great leaps forward in philosophy. This is not one of those arenas, Your Highness. This is an arena where somebody specifically, by his own testimony, says whenever a religious person brings up something involving God, Ganesha, or whatever, I pretend to be interested.
Objection! Prosecution is using my southern accent.
I'm sorry. You're right. That's sustained. Regardless, the point is, the guy doesn't want to engage in debate. He just wants to piss off. It's clear he wants to piss off the person, and he uses religion to do it. This guy has the stated intention of making people angry so he can enjoy it. I submit that there is not a clearer definition of a troll. Your overlord.
Well, all right. So was he solicited for an opinion? In other words, was he standing there and the said person who believed in Ganesh or God?
That is unclear.
Yeah, it says whenever a religious person brings up something involving God. So it sounds like he was not asked for his opinion.
It is unclear by the text.
I think it's very, very clear.
The reason it's very important. One of the key points or one of the key facets of any troll is to be in a conversation and whether they're not wanted. In other words, they insert themselves into the conversation regardless of whether or not they were invited. So if he was in fact not solicited for that conversation, say he was at the bus stop and you heard two old guys talking and he just kind of went in and just started talking, yeah, he'd be a troll. However, if he was actively engaged in the conversation, say like a Jehovah's Witness came up to him and started talking, no, he would not be a troll.
Well, it says here, whenever a religious person brings up something involving God. So.
This is, I believe, sir, that this refers to any conversation he has with somebody of the religious persuasion.
Objection, putting words in the mouth of the client.
It is unclear, sir. I do declare that at the very least you can say that it is not beyond the reason of a shadow of doubt that this man is injecting his opinion unwantedly.
Wait, you're defending him or not?
Yeah, dude. You did it again.
No. He's in a conversation with these people. He is in a conversation.
Your Honor, I'm afraid I'm going to have to move for a ruling here.
I would have to say he's not a troll.
You can't handle the truth.
Because you're not a troll.
Oh, my God. 3-0. Oh,
no,
wait.
no.
You say he's not a troll? Oh, 2-1.
Yeah. On the board, bitch.
Dang it. You did get a good defense. I can't believe he's not a troll. He's clearly saying it just to tick people off.
If he was engaged, you can. Yeah, if he was engaged actively and you didn't want to be in it and you just weren't agreeing with it, that's not being a troll. If you were just walking by and you just surreptitiously inserted yourself into other people's conversations, dropping crap left and right, yeah, you'd be a dick and a troll.
Okay, well, by the way, chat room says, wow, and jury was arguing the other way 88% of the time. So that's saying something, that your ability to go against.
No, I do not pretend to think that other people who do not have the kind of legal training like I have can understand my strategery.
Okay, this is interesting. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. This is one from. I guess I won't say who.
No, I got one.
You got one figured out? All right, go for it. Go for it. That's all you.
This one is from. But I think the way we should do it is we'll each pick one, and we'll be the prosecution.
Okay.
Or we'll.
No, that's good. Okay, all right.
You will prosecute.
Well, you just defended to success, so you could prosecute this one.
So here we go. This one is from. He doesn't say that he wants another name, so it's a Tad O'Connor, who writes, "Me and my friend regularly partake in what we like to call pedo fishing. We go to omegle.com and pose as a 14-year-old girl. Then you ask them to go on Skype. Then through the magic of cam tools, we play the video of a chick. Then we coerce him into pleasuring himself. We wait until he gets into it and then switch off the video to us making small penis gestures. The question I pose is, are we internet superheroes or just plain trolls?" And I might say of all the cases that we received, this was among the most divisive. Would that be an agreement, Brian?
Yes, I would. Would you like to open with your prosecution, sir?
No. The defense can go first.
All right, Your Honor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. You're giving it to me like an honor. Like I get to go first. Like you're not just gonna turn around and put it again. You can hang yourself on this noose first. All right, Your Honor. Pedophiles. The case rests. Justin.
Number one, objection. The defense did not use a Southern accent.
Your Honor. Pedophiles. The defense rests.
Judge Chang, despite the defense attorney's rabid fandom of pedophiles, as he stated.
That's not what I was saying. I did not shout pedophiles.
Objection! Talking over the prosecution.
I was saying
objection.
Sustained.
All right, go.
Despite the rabid fanboy mentality for pedophiles, as stated by the defense attorney, I submit that despite the noble intentions of this young man and the worthy target for which he skewers, this is using the mantle of trolldom as it has rarely been seen. It is pure trolling, from the the cloaking of his identity to the painful reveal for which he destroys somebody's self-esteem, no matter how pitiful the target. This is trolling, and he should be sentenced as one.
Your Honor, was it trolling when the rebels destroyed the Death Star? Was it trolling when
Objection! You
Braveheart?
made your argument. You made your argument. You made a one-word argument, and you need to live with it, Foghorn.
All right. Your Honor?
Yeah, I would have to say so.
What? You have?
He's a troll.
He is a troll?
Yes.
You're found guilty of trolling.
Here's your toll, troll.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just came out in support of pedophiles everywhere, Your Honor.
No,
was
you were the one in support of pedophiles.
You know what? The prosecution put up a pretty good case, and the defense really didn't put up much of any. So.
Oh, dude, come on! I was trying to be clever. All right, fine. You know what? Maybe I wanted to give you
How
a
did that one
freaking
work
chance.
out?
Because it's called good television, sir. When you make for a, hey, what do you say? What do you say? Now we talked about pedophiles. We bring up our new sponsor, Justin. What?
Pedophiles. Anyway, here we go, folks. We have a sponsor which is near and dear to all of our hearts. You know it. I know it. It's audible.com. I've said before that eventually we are going to evolve into a species whose eyes fall out at the age of 8. And the only way we will be able to consume books is through our ears. And that is when Audible will not only be king, they will run our government. Get on the train now. It's audible.com. Audiobooks like you've never heard them before. Brian, what is the fantastic deal that we have for everybody?
You know what? I actually don't know which one. You can sign up for the platinum or for the gold one, and I'm sure in the chat room somebody will send me a private message telling me which one is the one that we're supposed to be doing this week. But I can talk about which Audible book I'm listening to at this very moment. 2 weeks ago, I told you I've been on a bit of a Robert A. Heinlein kick. Huge fan. You know what? Let me actually put it up here on the screen here as well. It's Audible Podcast. .com/NSFW. I've been on a Robert A. Heinlein kick. I finished one book that was non-ironically referencing space Nazis on the moon, which was a bit of a surprise for me. I didn't see that one coming, I got to be honest. But now I'm on to Citizen of the Galaxy, which is really, really good. I'm only about halfway through it, so if you know how it ends up, don't tell me. I think I recommended Variable Star last time. It was a book that was written by Robert A. Heinlein in sketch form, you know, just sort of some highlights and notes, and was finished years after his death. It was an amazing book. Citizen of the Galaxy is turning out to be pretty good as well. You can't go wrong with classic science fiction. And I don't think I've shared with you my secret, Justin. What I like to do, is I like to find any Hugo or Nebula award winner. You look for the ones that won the science fiction awards, and you know you're going to do well. That's how I first came
Rarely
across.
going to go well or go poorly on that one, right?
Yeah, that's rare. Yeah, that's how I discovered the Red Mars, Green Mars, and Blue Mars series, the Mars trilogy as well. Are you reading any Audible books on podcast form? Audible. Judge Chang?
I am. Well, I was gonna get The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo because I watched the movie a couple of weekends ago, and I was really interested because I was talking to someone who actually did read it, and we were kind of discussing the changes and the similarities and things that they kept. So, and it is part of a trilogy, the Millennium Trilogy. So, as soon as I get an Audible account, I will download those books.
Oh my goodness! What about you, Justin? What are you doing?
I'll tell you, I'm going to plug a book that I have not read yet, but I know is very, very good, and I know that I will enjoy because I enjoy the author, and that is Ben Mesrick's The Accidental Billionaires. I think that we plugged it on here before because Brian's read it and really, really dug it, but I love Mesrick as a writer, and with all the Facebook stuff in the news now, that there could rarely be a person in tech culture who you'd want to get more of a backstory on than Mark Zuckerberg. And I'll tell you what. There is, if you have not read Bringing Down the House, which was the movie that 21, the horrendous movie, was based on, Mesrick is a kind of writer who gets to the core of a lot of just awesome, nitty-gritty human social issues, for which, I mean, if you've not, Bring Down the House is great on Audible, and I have listened to that on Audible, but he's a great writer. I'm so excited to read it. Or listen to it, because reading is for morons. That's Audible's slogan. Reading is for stupid, slack-jawed, moron idiots.
That is not their slogan. That is not their slogan.
Don't be a stupid moron. Listen to your books through your ear holes.
That's not their
Audible.
thing. That's not the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah. Not only when you sign up will you get a free audio book, any of our picks, but here's the other thing is you'll be keeping our show in business, but most importantly, we are not above bribery here on NSFW. That's why we love you more than any other show on all of the internet. Nobody else says I will personally slip you a $5 bill if you head on over to my sponsor's website. We're those guys. And in fact, I'll be happy to send you a copy of my book, Cheats, Cons, Swindles, and Tricks, 57 Ways to Scam a Free Drink. All you have to do is when you sign up at audiblepodcast.com/NSFW, then take a screen grab of you signing up, and I will send that to you on my own dime over to you. And so far, we finally actually just got home. So yesterday, we sent out like 35 books. A bunch of people have signed up and took advantage of the 3-book offer. So now that's 2 free books. You get a free book for signing up, and you get a free book. You get my book. You get to take money out of my own pocket because I love you so much. What are you doing for the cause, Justin? What are you going to do?
I'll tell you what. If you sign up to Audible right now or anytime before the next time that we do an Audible ad, and you email it into nsfwshow.com, I'm going to call your phone and I'm going to scream some really nice things about you. I'm going to personally give you a phone call and I'm going to yell about how great you are until you hang up on me.
Oh my God, you realize that our fans will absolutely take you up on that. Without
Sign up for Audible, baby. That's all you got to do. Listen, they have all sorts of plans. They have the gold or the silver plan, which is 1 book a month. They got the gold plan, which is $2 a month.
The gold plan is 1 book a month.
The gold plan is 1 book a month. The platinum plan is 2 books a month.
Yes, yes.
And of course, the Leprechaun Flesh plan is 7,000 books a month. No more precious metal than the flesh of leprechauns.
By the way, what I love is that this is so far below unobtainium. I said beloved. I meant below.
It is beloved more so than unobtainium. But it's 7,000 as opposed to the 1.5 billion.
I know. That's what's confusing, dude. Okay.
Yeah, so there we go. So, and that's right. It's only for until the next time that we do an Audible ad. So there's a limited window. But if you do it and you sign up, then I will call your phone and I'll yell at you.
And you know what? Do me a favor. Just promise that you'll record all of those so we can put them together in a montage.
You got it.
All right.
Let's get back to the cases.
All right, back to the cases, but don't forget to sign up at audiblepodcast.com/NSFW and send us an email at nsfwshow@gmail.com. All right, bailiff, what do you got next?
No, it's your call. You get the next case.
And I have to prosecute this one, is that correct?
You prosecute it. Yeah.
I cannot believe, I'm so disappointed that I wasn't able to...
Hey, listen, I lost the case where the guy admitted to trolling memorial pages on Facebook, okay? We all have our crosses to bear this week.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually, now it's a contest, and I really want to actually win. And so it's, okay, we'll do this. I'm just going to read this, and we'll see if it's good or not. I despise Facebook, and I want everyone I know to delete their account. Oh, and I want the Facebook Android app off my phone, but I can't delete it. And I want Dave Salmone from Animal Planet to come to Cincinnati Zoo. Oh, and I constantly want... Am I a troll or am I just needy? Or am I wanty? Or am I trolling for attention? Are you reading this? If not, why not? Because if I'm a troll or ask too many questions... Have you visited my blog or Googled me yet? Can Jury speak Danish? Does he listen to Hedge Matematik? They have a weird song called Party, I Provensen. Are you guys going to make fun of me? I hope not, because that would suck. Can I be on the show? Is there NSFW merch? How cool is Betty White? I put her on the show. Kevinetic. You wanna take us out here, Mr. Defense?
Now, Judge Chang, we've seen many trolls this evening, but however, not one has had the audacity to step into your courtroom, sir, and troll this very institution. I believe that this man is not only a troll, but he is spitting in the face of troll justice, and you personally, sir, you need to lock this troll in troll jail and make sure he's troll raped by other fellow troll inmates. The defense rests.
Wait, you're defending him, or are you I don't understand. You're supposed to be defending him, but you just prosecuted.
Did you forget that you were defending him again?
Furthermore,
Defense is already arrested.
Furthermore,
Defense is already arrested. You know,
objection, sir.
Objection to you, sir.
Objection. Defense requests a continuum.
No, over.
Continuum?
Your Honor, the defense is already arrested. I think we're done here.
Defense requests a continuum to continue the argument.
Defense, Mr. Your Honor, I think you set it up. If the prosecution may now make their case, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay.
This ought to be fun.
The prosecution. Maybe we should have picked a different accent to do the defense, because clearly all we want to do is prosecute when we speak like a Southern lawyer. Your Honor, I think it's pretty clear this person tried to actually troll us live on the air, as even the defense agrees. We appear to be unanimous. Your Honor, I move for an instant ruling at this moment.
Not a troll.
Yeah! Yeah!
In spite,
You can't handle the truth.
Because you're not a troll.
in spite of the defense's horrible skill at defending their client, and in spite of the vague and nondescript charges against him, everything that I've seen, and I agree, I think we can all speak to this truthfully, is that he basically wrote back to a solicited request from you to send in an email about trolls.
But he clearly, it was attempted trolling. It was attempted trolling.
My unorthodox style comes to the forefront. I'm
Actually, he sounds
what it means to be a defense
more
attorney.
bipolar than anything else.
Are you telling me that on a show out of my own studio with rules that I helped make up myself, where my opponent is actively working for me, I'm still going to end up losing my own stupid game on this stupid show? Is that really where I'm headed here? All right. Next one. You got it?
All right, here we go. I am calling up the case of Trent Ryan. Writes, hey guys, I was watching a video on Machinima Respawn, the YouTube channel, and I noticed the most recent comment was spam. It read, hey guys, go check out my channel for some awesome commentaries. And commentaries is misspelled. I reply to him with a nice acronym, GTFO. About a minute later, he gets back to my replies and comments that I'm a troll. So I asked the gods of the interwebs, am I a troll? He is right now watching in the chat room. Now, just to be clear, I am the prosecution, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, first of all, real quick, who is this again?
Trent Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, so I need to. So the evidence is on the message or in the chat room right now.
Yeah. No, most of these guys were in the chat rooms right now.
No, the accused is in the chat room.
Yes.
So in other words, all the evidence that can either indict him or clear him is in the chat room. So I need to watch the chat room.
Well, no. No. Like he's saying he currently is in the chat room. His testimony has just been given. Are you ready for defense? May I defend, sir?
Please. The defense may make their opening statement.
Wait, no. I'm prosecuting. No, you're prosecuting. Who's prosecuting?
You're
prosecuting. Got it. Okay.
You're defending.
Your Honor. Your Honor. Wait, is it trolling to defend one's children from mad pedophile racists who attempt to destroy your life? Is it trolling to defend against aggression from an armed combatant who wishes to do harm to you? Well, this is a man who's clearly only responding out of defense. A troll initiates violence. He initiates the hatred. This is a guy who initiated spam upon this poor man. And what did he say? He did not talk about his race, his gender, his age. He said simply, get yourself begone, is what GTFO means. Get yourself begone, he said. And I think that was a fine response. Your witness.
Judge Chang. Imagine you're but a simple young boy enjoying the fruits of YouTube. You find a channel that you really gosh darn like, so much so that you want to make commentaries about that product, man. I'll tell you what, you like it so much and you work so hard. You know, you stay up all night. Your mom is telling you to go to sleep. But you really, really, really want to add something to the community. And once you're done and you put something up, you right there in that comment thread, hey, folks, why didn't you go check out the fruits of my labor? And then all of a sudden, a snarl-toot troll.
Objection.
Stomping
Objection,
down the
Your Honor.
hill.
Objection on the language. Objection on the defense of spam. Clearly, I proclaim you to be a spam artist. A spam artist.
He's afraid that his case is falling
in this very court. No,
Judge,
sir.
overruled or sustained?
Sustained.
Spam artist, go.
The prosecution's unclear how he can continue if you just sustain the challenge against my entire argument.
Yeah.
All right.
Admit you're a spam artist. Admit you're a spam artist right now.
He is not. He is trying to have like-minded people see the work that he's worked so hard on, and he's snapped at by somebody older and bigger than him. This person is a bully. He's a troll. He's picking on the weakest of our YouTube society, and he should be punished as one.
Your Honor, I think
I would say not a troll.
Wait, so you say not a troll?
You can't handle the truth.
Because you're not a troll.
Oh my God, does that mean we're actually tied? Does that mean we're tied?
That means we have one more.
There's your dramatic
cliffhanger. Thank you, Your Honor. All right, Mr. Robert Youngles, the second.
You get last case pick.
No, I defended. Oh shoot, so I have to prosecute this last one?
Yep.
Oh man, prosecution's tough.
By the way, I really want to get the soundboard clip. Oh man, prosecution's tough.
That is how I feel. Okay.
Cobalt Tiger in the chat room. Oh man, math is hard.
I think we're out. Are we out?
No.
I think we're out.
Mr. Kane, the Kane case.
The Kane case? This is not a case. Okay, fine. Wait, I don't understand. Okay. I'm gonna die.
Well, no. Wait.
Okay, no, I mean...
Or no, we can do the Davin case.
Oh, yeah, no. Yes, I was excited about that one. Where is the Davin?
Or no, the Bell case. Oh, no, never mind. No.
Wait, where's the one that the ones I want?
The Valentine case is still out there?
Yes, that's the one, but I don't understand any of it. Can you explain it?
I can explain it.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, go for it.
For those of you who are not sports inclined, there was a defensive rookie of the year in the National Football League who failed steroid tests, and the Associated Press, who gives out the award for rookie of the year, decided to take a revote to try and take his award away because they now felt he didn't deserve it. So there was this big brouhaha last week, and in the middle of all of that, TSS Holic, who is a regular viewer here of NSFW, decides to have a Twitter interaction with a NFL player who plays for the Tennessee Titans, not on the Houston Texans, where the guy who had the whole drug issue plays on.
Set that up one more time for me. He's having a chat with the guy who's not the one who...
No. But he's just another NFL player who has nothing to do with his time since this is the off season. So he decides to engage a random hooligan on the internet.
Right. Okay. Got it. Okay. And
so the person is Stephen Tulloch of the Tennessee Titans. And oh wait, hold on.
Yeah. Why don't you read it?
Continue.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So Stephen Tulloch decides to talk smack with another player on the Houston Texans and says, "That's right. That's how you all do it."
This is over Twitter, by the way. This is happening over Twitter.
Yeah. This is from Stephen Tulloch to Zach Dials on the Houston Texans. Tulloch says, "This is how y'all do in Houston, huh? Steroids. I knew something was up, and y'all had your first winning season. That didn't just sound right."
And then the defendant says to him.
So the defendant defends Zach Dials by saying, "Noted. See you in week 12 and 15. Now, who are you again?" Tulloch says, "Who am I? Look up Google. That's a good source." Our defendant says, okay. Seven Tulloch said, or then he also says,
No,
okay,
I think we've heard quite enough, sir. I think we've heard quite enough. What we have is a case where somebody has reached a certain level of stature, of independence. He's a pillar of the community, a sports figure, the likes. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm talking in the Southern accent.
Yeah, objection, Your Honor. Prosecution
I'm sorry.
is using my accent.
We've got somebody who's reached a pillar of his community.
You have to make it white as possible.
I know, right?
Excuse me.
What's funny is, like, we already said Southern lawyer, and it's like that's like the plantation owner voice we've been doing, and so you say even whiter than that. So whiter than the Southern plantation owner. This is a guy who's a pillar of his community. He's a sports figure. He's having a private conversation. Yes, it's a crowded room. Yes, it's Twitter, but he's talking to someone else, and somebody clearly trying to get a reaction out of him, trying to initiate something to get a rise out of him, says, oh, yeah, and who are you again? There is no reason he said that other than to get a reaction. And I submit that there's no clear definition of trolling. Then that action right there, your witness, sir.
But you're the prosecution, right?
Yeah. That moment when he said, and who are you again? He was trying to get a rise out of a sports star. And it worked.
Judge Chang,
no,
can I please submit to you?
You might win this.
Pardon?
Do a good defense and you might win this.
I'm gonna defend this man to my last very fiber. Sir, Judge Chang, can you please, I submit Exhibit C. Brian, if you can please show the third picture.
Wait a minute.
Your Honor, the Exhibit C right here. Here you go, sir.
Does that, Your Honor, look like the face of a troll? A man who's bringing smiles to Leo Laporte's face? Can I please submit Exhibit B, Brian? Scroll up.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How about look at that smile, the pearly whites on Tom Merritt?
Objection.
I say, sir. Oh, whoa.
Go ahead.
I say this man was only trying to engage on a human level with
objection.
the football
Objection,
heroes
Your Honor.
that he
Objection.
watches every Sunday like a God-fearing American.
Exhibit A. We heard Exhibit C and Exhibit B. I submit that Your Honor, I'd like to show you Exhibit A. May I, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Exhibit A. This same man who was alleged to have made happy one Tomas Merritt and one happy Leo Laporte is also a man who scares the only black man in the set of photos given to us. Owen J.J. Stone, a.k.a. Doctor, clearly terrified for his life.
Listen, Judge, just because my client enjoys the company of black people so much that he would like to take a picture, and the prosecution is so terrified that he would not be within 5 feet, does not make this man guilty of trolling.
Your Honor,
sir.
objection.
It makes him
objection.
a bridge
I
builder
want
and
to
a
know.
friend to the nation, as he was a friend to Mr. Tulloch on Twitter. He was trying to engage in some lighthearted banter. To call it trolling is overblown and scandalous, sir.
Your
he
Honor,
is innocent.
Your Honor, allow me to say that just the race card has been played. All right? It's to you, sir.
So I'm really unclear on how Doctor pertains to this case. Are you saying it's because he's next to him that somehow his
as the prosecution
I don't
decided
know,
to
because
hang up the doctor picture.
I'm saying that look, the race card has been played. That's all I'm saying.
And who played it, might I ask?
You did, by refusing. By refusing.
Really now, sir? Because I do believe if we were to go back in the transcription, that you would clearly see that the man who brought up the photo in the first place was the prosecution.
You were the one who refused to show. You were ashamed of this photo. You brought up both of the other photos, and you would not bring up the one with our friend, Owen J.J. Stono, Doctor. I submit, Your Honor, that there's 2 cases of trolling. First, TSS Alec, who's clearly guilty of trying to get a rise out of a sports figure. And second of all, the defense itself, who's trying to get a rise out of the American white supremacist movement. What is this?
For which you are a card-carrying member, sir.
All right. It's got to you, Your
right,
Honor.
So I will rule this. The last piece of evidence has absolutely nothing to do with the case at hand. Whether or not the defense is or is not a troll is immaterial, since we are focusing on the defendant. The defendant has merely given his reaction, as anyone would in a tweet, that person's like, "Who are you?" Now, who are you in the sense of who are you to say that, or who are you as I really don't know who you are. Without further information, I cannot deduce adequately that person's intent. Now, does the prosecution have any additional pieces of evidence they would like to submit to?
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to turn your attention back again to the actual nature of the exchange. This was not a aimless meeting.
Whoa, objection! The judge clearly asked for additional evidence, and this is rehashing old evidence.
If I may,
objection!
If I may be allowed to continue.
Yes, prosecution may.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to point out that this happened on Twitter, an environment by its very nature where only you can follow people who you are following, and thus it is implied you already know who they are, sir.
Could you bring back the Twitter transcription?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Clearly, it is addressed to Stephen Tulloch. Right there, in blue and white, sir.
Would the judge please also note the good-hearted back and forth between two people who share a similar interest in following the National Football League?
That's for your Highness to decide.
This is a very specialized community for which ball busting is not only a staple, but
you had your time, defense, Mr. Defense Lawyer. You had your time.
I'm just saying.
Bring back the transcription. Just let me read it all the way through real quick.
Sure.
All right. So Tulloch says that's how you all do in Houston, huh? Steroids. I knew something was up. You all had your first winning season. Just didn't sound right. Me, the
injecting himself into the conversation, Your Honor.
Noted, see you in 12 and 15. Now, who are you again? And Tulloch responds, noted, see you. You get, haha, look me up in Google is a good source. Okay. Also nice to see that they took.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, please, sir. Can you finish the end of the transcript?
Also, nice to see you took that in good spirits. End of conversation. I don't know. It didn't seem to be entirely mean-spirited. There was that there is some tension there at a point, but it's not necessarily carried through. Now, I would have to say he has a troll.
Wait. He's. I'm sorry. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty of trolling.
You're found guilty of trolling.
In so much that he actively went out of his way to.
Yes! For the first time, ladies and gentlemen, a game that Brian Brushwood has won on NSFW. How's it taste, Mr. Judge Roger Chang?
This whole court is out of order.
Every time you talk like that, I want chicken.
You want chicken? See, that's the racism.
Well, that's
here.
a little racist.
I was about to say, dude.
It's incredibly provincial of me to say that, but really.
All right, look, I'd say it's time to wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Robert Chang from. By the way, you know that we call you Robert because Justin screwed up your name once upon a time, right?
Yes, it's been with me ever since.
Okay, good. Mr. Roger Chang from Techzilla, Jolly Roger on Twitter. Anything else you'd like to plug, sir?
Check out my podcast with Tom Merritt at subbrilliant.com/EMW East Meets West, and check out HD Nation, revision3.com/HD Nation.
Right on, Mr. Judge Roger Chang. You got something you want to bring up here before we wrap things up?
Weird Things TV starts this week. Please go to youtube.com/WeirdThingsTV and subscribe.
Oh, by the way, one quick thing we want to bring up is that we are looking for a summer internship. There are certain jobs that our inimitable producer, Travis Lopes, is not able to handle. And of course, Chad, OMG Chad's out there supposed to be making me them dollars. So if you want to give us a hand in booking guests and helping us run the email, etc., then give us a call at nsfwshow@gmail.com, where you can also send in screen grabs in order to get your free book and take advantage of yours truly. And of course, I am at Schwood on Twitter. As always, we'd love to get some more Twitter followers. The judge is clearly taking a phone call while we're talking about that. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine here.
Yeah. There we go. Justin R. Young on Twitter. Weird Things Com on Twitter. And again, subscribe. YouTube.com/WeirdThingsTV.
All right. See you next Tuesday.
All right.
Dying to fire.
Yeah. Fire to fire. Fire to fire, sir. The penalty is AIDS.
Find out. Right now.